Hi everyone, my name is Ashley Smith and I am one of the first grade teachers at Lamar Elementary. We are so excited that your student is going to be with us here at school this year. We wanted to just kind of give a few announcements and a little bit more information about some of the ways that things are going to work here at school. It's going to be a little bit different this year. So we wanted to just hopefully answer a few of your questions. After this video, if you still have questions, then we will be hosting a Zoom next week and you'll be getting an invite to that. So kind of be on the lookout for that. The first thing that we wanted to talk to you about was the supply drop-off. It'll be a drop-off parade, and it is next week, I believe, Tuesday at 1 o'clock, and it will be out in the, I'm pointing, but you guys don't know where I'm at, out in the Southside parking lot. It's the drop-off or pickup area that's right off of Texas Street. So if you can't make that, you're more than welcome to drop supplies off at the office between 8 and 3:30, or if you need to send them with your child on the first day of school, and you can even break that up into a couple of days if you'd like to, so that they're not completely loaded down. So the first thing that's different is the way that the kids will come in. On the first day of school, they do have to come in by themselves. Parents are not going to be allowed in the building, and they will be eating breakfast and lunch in the cafeteria. So breakfast will get delivered to our classrooms at 7:45, which is also different. Normally they're released to classes at 8. We want to get them fed and get class started, and so they'll be allowed to come to the classroom at 7:45. There will be free breakfast for every child if they choose to eat it. Before they have breakfast, they will come in. If they have anything that they need to drop off, they'll do that, and then they'll wash their hands. So all students are required to wash their hands at least 4 times a day. So we'll come in, they'll do that very first thing. They'll do it before lunch. If we have a snack, they'll do it before snack time. And then we'll build in another time during the day to do that. So that's just the first time that they'll do it. They'll come in, wash their hands, eat breakfast, and then they'll start their morning work. Hold on, I have a checklist. Let's see. The next thing that we wanted to talk to you about was lunch. It is also going to be in the classroom. Same thing, they'll wash their hands, lunch will be delivered. All students get free lunch this year, which is awesome. They don't get a choice. So it will be one choice per day, and that will be the option that they're given. It'll get rolled to the classroom, we'll eat here, and we'll probably do a little activity or something with lunch. So that'll be good. First graders will not have backpacks this year. We're trying to limit the things that we are bringing from home to school. So we won't do backpacks, and we are only gonna do folders probably on Fridays. That way, when they come back on Monday, they can kind of sit for a little while, and we can make sure that they're as germ-free as possible before we're moving back and forth with them. At the end of the day, first graders do go out the south side entrance if they are car riders. Bus riders and all of those things will still follow the same procedures. They'll just be a little bit more distanced. Our first graders will be as distanced as they possibly can be in the pickup zone at the south side, which is the side by Texas Street. And if they are a walker, then just please let your teacher know that so that you can put them where they need to be. If you're driving up in a car to get a child, we are considering them a car rider. So if you're driving to a walking zone in a car, then we're going to consider them a car rider, and they'll be moved to that car rider line. The walking zone is for students who are actually walking home. Masks will be worn by all students unless there is a medical reason and it has been, a note has been written by a doctor. They'll wear masks all day. A face shield is also fine, and teachers will be wearing masks as well. The only time that they will not wear masks is in PE and on the playground. And we're working on a system to get them maybe like a lanyard or something like that so that they can still keep up with it and not have to put it down somewhere that may be dirty or something like that. So the next thing is the nurse. We just have a couple of announcements for her because her office is kind of like the COVID zone, and there's a possibility that somebody could be in there that has symptoms or something like that. The teachers will be handling a lot of like the minor scrapes, bumps, things like that. We're all getting kits to do that with. If your child takes medicine, she will still handle that. It may be given in the office, but she'll still manage that. She did want us to let you know that the head nurse and the state have said that the policy is that if she has a list of symptoms, and if a child comes to her with any of these symptoms, she basically has to send them home. So it could be, she said the list is very long: runny nose, sore throat, things like that. If she has to send them home, then they will have to have a note by a doctor that says that they are negative for coronavirus before they are allowed back in the school. So she said, you know, it may be easier to keep them home if they're showing some of those symptoms than to send them to school and then them have to be sent home and then you have to go to the doctor and all of those things. So we'll probably hear more about that, and I think there will be an actual nurse's video, so be on the lookout for that. Let me see what else there is. At this time, there are no guests in the building, so you can bring, like if you're wanting to go to McDonald's or something like that, you can go get it, you can drop it off for your student. You cannot stay and eat with them. So hopefully that's something that will change, but right now, no visitors are allowed in the building. Parent-teacher conferences can be held by phone, or we can Zoom. We're not having a Meet the Teacher, it will be virtual. And we are doing the parade, which I talked to you guys about. Let me see, the only other thing is school supplies. So we won't be sharing, we won't have like community crayons or community glues, like a bucket of glue sticks that they all share from or anything like that. They will have supplies that are their own. So just make sure when you send their supplies, like every pencil doesn't have to be labeled, but maybe the pack of pencils and those kinds of things, so that we know that it's theirs and we can kind of keep everything separated for them. Let's see. We will have a Zoom next week. It will either be Monday or Tuesday, depending on who your teacher is, but we'll have a Zoom that will be live, and so you'll get to meet your teacher and ask any questions that I didn't answer. I know that's a lot of information, and we're just excited to have them here. I also have children at this school, and so I know how I'm feeling, and I know how you are probably feeling, and there are a lot of questions and a lot of concerns, and we just thank you for trusting us with your children. So we will see you next week.